We're going to talk about structure group reduction using Cech cohomology. And the example that we're going to start with is reducing C star to U1. So reducing the structure group of complex numbers to just U1. Remember, first of all, that a bundle is defined by an element of the first Cech cohomology class. So given a particular cover U, the Cech cohomology class U, G is the thing that defines the bundle, and that is simply because the cocycle condition is satisfied. We start off with an exact sequence, just a very simple exact sequence from the reals to the complex numbers under multiplication to 0, and to U1 to 0, and the map that we're using is just RE to RE to the I theta goes to E to the I theta, and clearly two elements are mapped to the same element if they have the same R, so the corresponding map that we have from R to C is just R goes to R. So that is an exact sequence. From that we can create a sheaf exact sequence, and the sheaf exact sequence is simply taken by taking the above exact sequence and turning everything into C infinity functions. So 0 goes to the sheaf of C infinity functions on R, goes to the sheaf of C infinity functions on C star, goes to the sheaf of C infinity functions on U1. And that's a sheaf exact sequence. Now, from a sheaf exact sequence, we can write a sheaf exact cohomology sequence. And we do this in the usual way, just by starting with the exact sequence, and on the first row we're just going to put H zeros in front of everything. And H zeros in front of everything. And then on the second row we put H1s in front of everything. And on the next row we put H2s in front of everything. And in fact that's as far as we need to go in this exact sequence. Now, because this is an exact sequence, we then just need to remember that C infinity of R plus is actually a fine sheaf, which means that H1 of C infinity of R is equal to 0, and so is H2 of C infinity of R. Now, because those are 0, that means that we can immediately pick out from the exact sequence above that H1 of C infinity of C star is isomorphic to H1 of C infinity of U1. And that's what we wanted. So we've established that H1 of C infinity of C star is isomorphic to H1 of C infinity of U1. And because we already showed that, we already remembered that the element of H1 is precisely what defines the bundle, that means that we've shown that bundles, that there's a one-to-one mapping between bundles with a C star structure group and bundles with the U1 structure group. We've proven the reduction of C star to U1.